Hello all. In this video, we learn about plant watering robot using the Raspberry Pi. So this plant watering robot will be having an Arduino. So the Arduino would be controlled by means of button 1 and button 2. So the Arduino would be connected to plant 1, plant 2, plant 3 and plant 4. This is a multitasking process. The soil pot would be there if it is a pot plant which is kept in the pot, or we can directly send the same or connect the same to the agricultural land also. Say for example, here we are considering only the soil pots. So pot 1, plant 2, plant 3. All the four are completely connected with Arduino. So we have water pipes to water the plant and yeah. And we have pump 1, pump 2, pump 3 and pump 4. Pump would be connected with the pump drivers so that we can turn on the pump, turn off the pump. When we turn on the pump, water will flow through the pipe and it will reach the plant. When we turn off the pipe, water will not flow through the pipe. Water will not flow through the pipe. So the pump 1 and 2 would be connected by means of the pump driver. So that is the motors are controlled by means of the driver. And here we have pump 3 and pump 4 which are controlled by means of the pump driver or the motor. Actually, pump is connected with the motor is connected with the driver is connected with the Arduino. So it's like a case study. So here the power adapter we have. The power adapter is connected to the pump driver as well as the Arduino. So then the Arduino would be will be programmed by means of Python language, and we will be instructing the driver and the pump to send water to the plant or not. So this is the actual working principle. So a Raspberry Pi 3B or 4B with a SD card and a 5 voltage USB power supply could be used. So we are using a capacitive soil moisture sensor to determine the moisture content in the soil. We are using a pump as I told you already. Peristaltic pump tubing we have to send the water into the tube. Analog to digital converter we use to determine to convert the analog signals to digital signals and to communicate with the Arduino. We have speed controller. We have a 9-volt battery supply. We will be having the water container to send the water, of course, and we will be having the breadboard, jumpers, and the alligator chips. So this is exactly the case study of the work. So here we have a breadboard. Here we have the water container and the plants. And here we have the Arduino, and we have the moisture sensor. So this is the circuit diagram of the moisture sensor, and this is exactly the moisture sensor. This sensor works with a power supply of 3.3 volt or 5 volt power supply, and the output voltage signal from this sensor would be 0 to 4.2 volt. So the moisture sensor can work with a current supply of 35 milliampere. So we have two probes with a moisture sensor where we can find the moisture of the soil. So here our LED would be there. So this is the exact circuit diagram of the moisture sensor. Analog signal output would be there. VCC is nothing but the power supply. Ground, power LED would be there. Here we can connect with the probe, and here we have LED, switch LED, ground connection would be there. So this is the exact circuit diagram of our project. Here is a moisture sensor, and here is a sensor module and a moisture sensor. And here we have the motor speed controller. We have the Arduino and the breadboard. So this is a diagram of the Arduino on the shield. So this is the AC and DC adapter. So this AC and DC adapter, uh, the signal which we are sending to the Arduino would always be in the digital form. But the signal which we get from the sensor would be in analog form. The analog signal cannot be directly sent to the microcontroller or to the Arduino. Because of that purpose, what we are doing is we are converting the analog signal to the digital signal. So for that purpose, we are using analog to digital converter. So analog to digital converter would act as an interface between the sensor and the microcontroller or the Arduino. So the analog signal would be converted to digital and we can then give it to the Arduino. So after the output from the Arduino would always be in the digital form. So we have to see or we have to get the signal of the output. Because of that, the Arduino can be connected to the digital to analog converter will be connected to the DAC, which is nothing but the digital to analog converter, where the digital signal can be converted into analog signal and the output can be displayed. So if we want, based on our need and based on the necessity, we can connect the analog to digital converter and digital to analog converter to the Arduino. So that is one purpose. So here we have the pump drivers. This driver is used to drive the motor which is connected along with the pump. This is for controlling the flow of water, or when it is high the water flows, when it is low the water will not flow. So this is also connected to the Arduino. So this is the picture of the pump. I hope so that's all in this video. I hope you would have found the video to be useful. See you in the next video. Until then, it's bye from Radhika. Stay tuned.